morning. We're here at South Meadows Middle School for the start of the 2019 volleyball season between the Banks Braves and the Franklin Lightning, as they're now officially known as. Not going to have video this morning, as still working out some glitches with that system. Again, today's broadcasts will be audio only from South Meadows High School for the start of the 2019 volleyball season between the Banks Braves and the 6A Franklin Quakers out of the Portland Interscholastic League. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from our presenting sponsor, Jim's Thriftway.
Jim's Thriftway is a historic member of the Banks community. They've been a longtime supporter of Banks Youth Athletics and are proud to sponsor BHS broadcasts. Check out their deli with delicious hot food like fried chicken, corn dogs, and chicken wings. Get a custom-made cake at their in-store bakery. They also have a wide variety of farm-fresh fruits and vegetables in their produce department. In the spring and summer, stop by and get delicious barbecue on Fridays and Saturdays. Jim's Thriftway at the corner of Highways 6 and 47 and online at jimsthriftway.com. Proud to be locally owned and operated.
Forest Grove Sandwich and Forest Grove Coffee Company are both proud to sponsor Banks Braves athletic broadcasts. Mention this ad and save $1 off your next delicious sandwich or beverage, both located at 1821 Main Street in Forest Grove. Forest Grove Sandwich, call 503-407-1824, and Forest Grove Coffee, call 503-707-0385. Proud to sponsor Banks Braves broadcasts.
And we're back taking a look at the roster first for the visiting, or for the Franklin Lightning. Head coach April Kalin, assisted by Esther Crowell, Duncan, and Tess Martin, already 1-1. Number 1, Alina Martinez, outside hitter. A 5'6" junior. Number 2, Nora Bean, a 5'4" junior defensive specialist. Number 3, Corinne Bradley, a 5'11" junior outside hitter. Number 4, Zoe Holman, a 5'1" junior defensive specialist. Number 5, Camille Morse, a 5'3" senior libero defensive specialist. Number 6, Olivia Fairbanks, also a libero defensive specialist, a freshman at 5'5". Number 7, Mia Abbott, a 5'4" senior middle blocker. Number 8, Teresa Spadini, a 5'11" senior outside hitter. Number 9, Sophia Padura, a 5'4" junior defensive specialist. Number 10, Miette Whites, a 5'7" junior middle blocker. Number 11, Ailey Peterson, a 5'6" junior setter. Number 12, Natalie Brenda, a 5'8" sophomore middle blocker. Number 14, Jane Clark, a 5'7" senior offensive specialist. Number 15, Evie Cox, a 5'9" sophomore offensive specialist. Number 17, Ruby Conrad, a 5'9" sophomore offensive specialist. Number 18, Parker Pearmine, a 5'2" senior setter. And number 22, Kalina Conhalikam, a 5'1" senior libero. We'll take a Another 30-second break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the roster for the Banks Braves. Loaded with seniors. Should be a pretty competitive season for the Braves. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Sorry about that. Had some technical issues. We'll go over the Braves roster once again. Number 1, Haley Van Domlin, 5'4" senior. Number 2, Emma White, 5'6" senior. Number 3, Kinley Hogue, 6' senior. Number 4, Cassidy Jansen, also a senior at 5'4". Number 5, Haley Jackson, a 5'9" senior. Birthday girl Nia Johnson just turned 16, a 5'9" sophomore. Number 7, Gracie Eddy, a 5'6" sophomore. Number 8, Lindsay Beck, headed to OIT, a 5'6" senior. Number 9, Izzy Appleby, a 5'8" junior. Number 10, Noelle Herb, a 5'7" senior. Number 11, Sierra Jackson, a 5'6" sophomore. Number 13, Mackenzie Warren, a 5'2" senior. And we're set for the first match between the Banks Braves and the Franklin Quakers. They're Franklin Lightning, no longer known as the Quakers. Serving first for Franklin will be Ruby Conrad. Franklin will start on the left end of the court. Serves taken up long by Conrad. Braves will get the first point of the 2019 season as the first serve from Franklin is long. Noelle Herb will serve for the first time for the Braves. And it's an ace right in front of the Franklin back row, served by Noelle Herb right between Camille Morse and Olivia Fairbanks. Braves already with a 2-0 lead. Point system for tournament play will only be 3 matches, best out of 3. Franklin able to return the serve. Kinley Hogue sets up Herb, near side to back, right in front of Fairbanks, who comes in late, can't get underneath it out of the back middle row, and the Braves have a 3-0 lead against 6A Franklin. Herb serving from the far side, just left of the basketball key, and this one is going to go just wide down the far side. So Franklin will regain the serve, trailing 3-1. Lena Martinez. Will serve as Camille Morse comes out. Placed by the libero, number 12, Natalie Brenda. Jackson digs out the serve. Hogue off the net, and Brenda can't keep it in play. And it's 4-1 Braves as the serve goes back to the Braves and Kinley Hogue, who will move over to the center of the key. And another ace for the Lady Braves, now leading 5-1. And we have an early timeout from Franklin. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this. Right after this Rob Edwards Insurance timeout.
Rob Edwards with American National Insurance is a dedicated agent ready to help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. He has the know-how and products to help you manage your family's risk, no matter what stage of life you are in. An open appointment book, along with coverage for everything from home, auto, collector cars and life to farms and businesses, means you can feel good that he's more your ally than your agent. For more information, call 503-207-6976 or visit his office on John Olson Road in Northwest Hillsboro.
And we're back. Kinley Hogue holding serve with a 5-1 lead in Game 1 of the Hillsboro tournament at South Meadows Middle School. Working on something with the far side net judge. The serve from Kinley Hogue is dug out by Brenda. Returned by Franklin, and we're going to get a net error, I think, on Franklin, set up right behind a near side net pole, so a little bit difficult to see on each side of the front line. Again, the serve from Kinley Hogue, up now 6-1, and Franklin is killed from Natalie Beck. Her attempt is just long, aiming for the near side back corner, 6-2. Braves with the lead as Franklin makes another substitution. Coming in, number 10, Miette Whites. Serving Mia Abbott. Long jump serve from the end line is short, but dug out by Beck along the front row. Herb sets up Haley Jackson, but she comes up short off the net. And Franklin now with back-to-back points, trailing 6-3. Scoreboard has went out. (6-3) the score, and Lady Braves get the point back, now leading 7-3, and now the scoreboard has been fixed. Haley Van Domlin serving for the Lady Braves, her senior year as well. Brenda able to dig it out. Gets it to the far side to number 16, not on the roster, returned by Whites, and Van Domlin able to dump it over down the near side, and Franklin can't get there in time as the Lightning were playing back off the net, and the Braves have an 8-3 lead. So from Van Domlin, hit out of bounds by Martinez right next to us, and the Braves now up 9-3 in control early over Franklin. Van Domlin serve. Dug out by Franklin, returned by Peterson, and that's going to be wide to the far side, and the Braves stretching their lead out even further now with a 10-3 lead. Van Domlin, far side, tries to angle it and is going to be just wide, about halfway up the near side line on the Franklin side. 10-4. Jump serve from Franklin, dug out by Kinley Hogue, pops it up, coming over near side is Herb, returned by Jackson. On the kill attempt off the net, Van Domlin can't handle it and slips off her fingers into the well beyond the back line off the return by number 16, not on the roster for Franklin. Franklin uniform colors are black and white, so we went with that color scheme for their team name, but official colors are maroon and gray, as the serve that time from Ailey Peterson is long. 11-5 Braves. Serve from Lindsay Beck is Brenda. Oh, incredible return off the angle, but the Braves able to come up with the point off the front line. I think it was Noel Herb with the point that time. 12-5, Braves with the lead, and another Franklin Lightning timeout. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from Rob Edwards Insurance.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
Well, that was actually Christy Van Meter with Caliber Home Loans. We'll try to get you the OSAA 4A Top 10 volleyball rankings and the Lori Godfrey Group scoreboard from last night's 4A football action, or at least games from around the Co-op League. And Lady Braves with the point, 13-5. Lindsay Beck holding serve. And another ace from Lindsay Beck right in front of the late attempt from Melina Martinez. Middle row far side. Braves now with a 14-5 lead. Serve from Beck. Again, Franklin having some control issues, and on the return it's into the net from, again, number 16, and Braves now up by 10, 15-5. This time it's returned, but long by number 16. Again, no name on the roster. Braves with a 16-5 lead in game one of match number one. Again, the serve from Beck is short, but dug out nicely this time by number 16. We're going to get a hitting error far side from Ruby Conrad as she attempts to bring the ball back in play from past the far side inbound line. The serve from Beck dumped over by Conrad for Franklin. Beck returned by Kinley Hogue, but into the net. And the serve will go back to Franklin, trailing 16-6. We're going to get a substitution for Franklin double substitution as Martinez and number 16 come out, replaced by Zoe Holman and number 8, Teresa Spadini. Holman will come in to serve. Franklin trailing 16-6. Some serve near side to Hogue, middle row. Herb sets up Jackson for the kill into the back row. And the Braves now up 18-6. Holman will come out. We're going to give the point to Franklin. Serving Camille Morse. Far side. It's going to skip off the net and go out of bounds in front of the Braves bench to the far side. 18-7. Three sets with the winner of each setter game to 25. Braves with a 19-7 lead. Haley Jackson will serve. The spinner beyond the back row. Returned by Franklin. Conrad sets it up, and Kinley Hogue makes as good an effort as she can in front of the bleachers, but nearly dives into a crowd and can't keep it alive, and the serve will go back to Franklin, trailing 19-8 for Miette Whites. From the far side of the key, dug out by Jackson to Herb, returned by Beck out of the back row, into the rafters, dug out off the return by Jackson. Hogue off the setup from Herb, has it bounce off the head of Teresa Spadini. Franklin can't keep it in play. And coming in for Franklin, Olivia Fairbanks, the libero. Braves leading 20-8. Emma White will serve from the very near side corner to our right. 20-8 Braves with the lead. Best of three, each set to 25. Franklin able to dump it over off the return from Spadini. Hogue set up on the kill into the back row. And the Braves now up 21-8 over 6A Franklin of Portland. Emma White will hold serve. Dug out by Conrad, returned by Spadini. It's going to be kept alive by Franklin for at least a little while, but unable to dig it out off the floor on a couple of diving attempts. Braves with a 22-8 lead. Serve from White, far side, dug out by Peterson, returned by the Lightning. Herb sets up back far side, angle with a cross, returned by Franklin by Spadini. Herb sets up Hogue near side this time, into the back row. Past the diving effort from Camille Morse, 23-8. Braves about to put this one away in set one of match number one in this early morning contest from South Meadows Middle School. Hillsborough High School under construction, doing some repair on the gym floor, so unplayable. Herb sets up Hogue towards the net. Dug out though by Natalie Brenda. Herb sets up back out of the back row. Brenda, oh, nice effort from Franklin, but it's going to go into the wall behind us off of Ailey Peterson, and it's set point number one for the Braves, leading 24-8 here in the first set. Again, we'll have a 3-minute timeout between sets, so we'll have time to get you some information we weren't able to earlier in the pregame. Really didn't have much of one. 24-9, still match first set point number 2. Ruby Conrad serving for Franklin. Back row dug out by Beck to Herb. Hogue slaps it across. And it goes right underneath our table out of bounds. And Banks will win set 1, 25-9. Teams will switch sides, and we'll take a quick 1-minute break and get you a chance to tell you about the Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans Top 10 Volleyball rankings. Number 1, Valley Catholic defending state champs, the Coapa League champs. Number 2, Sweet Home Huskies. They made a deep run into the quarterfinals last year. Lost in the semis to Cottage Grove. Sisters Outlaws, they're usually a perennial quarterfinal team. Banks defeated them in 2015 for their first volleyball title out of the Oregon West. 2018 lost last year in the semis to state champ Valley Catholic. Number 4, Cottage Grove, lost in the state championship last year to Valley Catholic. Number 5, Hidden Valley of Grants Pass. Skyline Conference finished in 4th place last year, defeating Tillamook. Marist out of the Skyline Conference did not advance to the quarterfinals last year. Number 7, team that the Braves are quite familiar with, Tillamook, lost in the 4th place game to Hidden Valley last year. Number 8, Lady Braves in the top 10 should have a much improved season with 8 seniors. Last year lost in the first round at eventual state runner-up Cottage Grove. Number 9, LeGrand of the Greater Oregon League, lost in the consolation round. And Marshfield of the Skyline Conference last year did not advance to the quarterfinals.
RT Vinyl Designs of Forest Grove is the official vinyl provider of Westside Mobile Media. RT Vinyl Designs of Forest Grove is your home for jackets, t-shirts, hoodies, window decal, mugs, glassware, ornaments, and more. To order your next custom vinyl product from RT Vinyl, call 503-217-4590 or search RT Vinyl Designs online. That's 503-217-4590. RT Vinyl Design.
Franklin with the lead, 3-2 in set 2. Kinley Hogue off the return, dug out by Franklin. Return to Emma White. Her far side to back, pass the diving effort from Natalie Brenda. Apparently she made contact with the ball, so we're tied at 3, and the serve will go back to the Lady Braves. Nia Johnson comes in, replacing Izzy Appleby. Van Domlin will serve. We have time called as Ailey Peterson comes over to the near side net judge to have a discussion. Serve from Van Domlin. Dug out back row by Spadini. Back to Spadini as she comes racing up towards the net near side and tries to slap at the ball with the heel of her wrist and comes up short into the net. Banks regains the lead 4-3 in the second set. Van Domlin's serve. Dug out by Brenda back row. Peterson returned by Spadini. Herb far side to Jackson. We're going to get a hitting error on the Braves, and we're tied at 4. Aubrey Root not with the team this morning. Not sure what's going on with her, but assistant coach leading the team this morning. Mia Abbott will serve from the far side of the key. From just inside the near side of the key, well beyond the basketball end line. Still waiting for Olivia Fairbanks to come off the court. Long serve from Abbott is wide to the far side. Banks regains the lead 5-4, second set. Coming up in set 2, we'll take a look at the Lori Godfrey Co-op League scoreboard from last night. The serve from Lindsay Beck. Dug out by Spadini, returned by Franklin. We're going to get a hitting error on the Lightning. Braves with a 6-4 lead now. Serve from Lindsay Beck. Dug out by Franklin, returned by Spadini into the back row, but long, and it's now a 7-4 Braves lead in set number 2. Serve from Lindsay Beck, dug out near side by Jane Clark into the game for the first time. Back to Clark, but she comes up short into the net. And Braves with an 8-4 lead, taking control here early. Also in set 2 was back and forth the first 10 points, 8 or 10 points or so. Returned off the serve from Beck, back to Beck. Jackson into the back row off of Martinez. Franklin head coach April Kalin wanted some kind of hitting error on Nia Jackson, but the point will go to the Braves, and now a 9-4 lead in set number 2. Serve from Lindsay Beck is short, and it's an ace right in front of the back row, who had played too far back, even though they've moved up into the middle. 10-4 Lady Braves. Again, the serve from Beck, same spot. Alina Martinez dives and comes up short. And we have a timeout, Franklin. Banks with an 11-4 lead in set number 2. We'll go ahead and do the Lori Godfrey Group scoreboard. Now Banks leading 10-4 in the second set.
This 5,000 square foot commercial in St. Helens, featured by the Lori Godfrey Group of Beaverton, includes 1,250 feet of modern office space and a 7.5 horsepower wind tunnel. used in Bitcoin mining. It's fully powered for industrial needs with a 480 volt to 240 volt three-phase transformer and a 250 amp 1 volt three-phase panel. For more information, call 503-989-3115. 503-989-3115. The Lori Godfrey Group.
We got you Lori's ad. We'll get you the scoreboard in between sets. Banks is back, ready to go, already on the court. Franklin just now breaking their huddle. Braves an 11-4 lead. Serve from Lindsey Beck. Dug out by Franklin. Returned by Spadini. Dug out by the Braves. Franklin not ready for it, but able to return it. Beck dumps it over. Franklin able to return it from Alina Martinez. Gets a hand underneath it, but returns it wide to the far side. Banks with a 12-4 lead. In set two, Lindsey Beck holding serve. Martinez. Returned by Jane Clark, but it's going to be long, but I think Kinley Hogue made contact with it, and it's now 12-5 in the second set. Ruby Conrad will serve from the end of the key where it makes contact with the end line, the basketball end line. 12-5, Braves with the lead in set two. Long jump serve from Conrad into the back row, long. Braves with another point, regain the serve, leading 13-5. Into the match for Banks, number 4, Cassidy Jansen. Serve from Haley Jackson is wide to the far side. Franklin gets a point back, still trailing 13-6. Teresa Spadini will serve for Franklin, trailing 13-6. Serve into the back row to Van Domlin. Herb sets up Kinley Hogue, but led her too far to the far side. It's going to go off the net pole. And back-to-back points for Franklin, trailing 13-7. And serve from Franklin is long, 14-7. Braves with the lead in set two. Into the match for Franklin, number 5, I believe Camille Morris. Emma White will serve from the far side corner. Serve attempt dug out of the back row by Ruby Conrad, and Izzy Appleby unable to keep it in play. (14) serving for Franklin, number 2, Nora Bean. And kind of a jump serve, slaps at it and comes up short into the net. 15-8. Banks leading game one set to none, 25-9, leading 15-8 in set two. Noelle Herb jump serve, and it's an ace as Camille Morris cannot control it. Banks now leading 16-8 in set number 2. Serve from Herb is off the net, but dug out by Martinez. Back to Martinez on the return into the back row. Long, and it's 17-8. Braves beginning to distance themselves from Franklin here in the second set as well. Noel Herb with an ace as Ruby Conrad doesn't get her hands set in time and just kind of pushes it off the heels of her wrists. 18-8. Noel Herb serve again off of Conrad, out of bounds into the back wall. 19-8. And I think we heard a whistle, may have been on the far side court, but coming in for Franklin, Sophia Padura, number 9. Braves in their white uniforms with blue shorts, blue trim. Return by Franklin off the serve from Herb. Sets up Appleby, and it's going to be Ailey Peterson trying to angle it to a teammate in the back row, and instead pushes it into the bleachers. Braves with a 20-8 lead. Again, Noel Herb serving. Dug out back row by Morse. Returned by Martinez right in front of us. Herb to back. Dug out by Franklin and returned. White to Herb. Sets it Kinley Hogue at the net. Bounces off. Izzy Appleby can't keep it in play as she comes up right next to the net pole right in front of us. Franklin gets the point back, finally trailing 20-9. Noel Herb serving for about 5 or 6 straight points. The serve from Franklin is returned into the net by Izzy Appleby, and Franklin has already exceeded their point total from game 1, trailing 20-10. Serve from Peterson is long, and Banks regains the serve, leading 21-10 in the second set. Haley Jackson will come in, replacing Mackenzie Warren. Serve from Kinley Hogue is short off the net, but dug out by Nora Bean. And communication issues by Franklin, and Morse lets it hit the floor. 22-10, second set. Braves winning set 1 25-10, or 25-9, 22-10 in the second set. Into the match for Franklin for the first time, number 15, Evie Cox. The serve from Kinley Hogue. Back row is going to go off the face of Tamia Morse as she takes it away from Nora Bean, and it's 23-10. Kinley Hogue 2 points away from serving for a win in the second set to go up 2-0, and it is just long despite a couple of attempts from the back row of Franklin. 23-11. Elena Martinez serving for the Lightning from the basketball end line. Long jump serve. Jumps up to the line. Dug out by Hogue. Back row to Herb. Near side to Appleby. Returned into the back row. Nice job by Nora Bean, though, to go back near the wall and dig it out. Nice return by Franklin. Herb sets it back far side. Sets it across. Just inside the back row. Set 2, point number 1 for the Lady Braves, leading 24-11. Serve from Van Domlin, dug out by Peterson. Bean. To Spadini, apparently dumped it over the net. I thought it went under the net, but Nia Johnson nearly rolls over the ball. That could have been a dangerous injury. 24-12, the serve from Mia Abbott. Herb sets a poke out of the back row, dug out by Abbott for Franklin, and communication issues far side for Franklin. Evie Cox did not realize she should have gone after that ball, and the Braves will also win set 2, 25-12. Now 2 sets to none, 25-9, 25-12, and that will do it for set number 1. So, taking a look at the Lori Godfrey group scoreboard from last night. Estacada came all the way back from being down double digits in the fourth quarter to defeat Valley Catholic on a touchdown with about 18 seconds left, defeating Valley Catholic on the road 40-39. Malala gets crushed by 3A Scio on the road 31-7. Tillamook looking pretty good after week 1, going to Newport and defeating the Cubs, picking up just the second win for the Coapa in week 1, crushing Newport 31-7. Henley at Seaside, that game will be played later today at 1 o'clock with Henley having to make the big drive from Klamath Falls. Scappoose, former Coapa League member, wins big at Astoria 41-14, and our game last night. 1 versus 2 did not live up to what you would expect, especially in the first half. Not quite the offense last year between those two teams when Scappoose won 35-28. Scappoose actually went up first on a 1-yard touchdown run from Sebastian Piper midway through the first quarter. Extra point was blocked to take the 6-0 lead, but Braves got on the board midway through the second on a 59-yard touchdown catch and run by Jacob Slivka off the pass from Jared Evans to take a 7-6 halftime lead. And then not much offense in the second half. However, a long pass play from Evans to Jackson Walker kept the drive alive on 3rd and long that eventually led to a 4-yard touchdown run from Marshall Stiegemeyer in the third quarter. Jamar Flippin added a fourth quarter touchdown run from 7 yards out, and the Braves win 21-6 in week 1 over number 2 Gladstone. So we'll take a quick break, and in about 45 minutes or so, be back with game number 2. Banks wins their first match of the season, 25-9, 25-12 over Franklin. Franklin will be back with game 2 in just a moment. Or with set 2 in just about an hour from now.